Different types of businesses need different types of financing. In this episode, we're focusing on venture capital, commonly known as VC funding. Max Bailey, co-owner of Spoonity, will be presenting his pitch to VC Chris Arsenault of Innovia. Max, tell me all about Spoonity.
Sure. Spoonity is something my business partner Myron and I started about a year ago. And what it is it's a rewards program for the restaurant industry. There's a lot of challenges with running a restaurant, and one of the key things that we saw missing was a well-executed loyalty program that they can use to maintain relationships with customers after they leave the restaurant.
So there's a lot of companies out there that are offering loyalty programs now. So how does yours differentiate yourselves from them?
Right. So there's a lot of challenges with a loyalty program, especially for an independent restaurant, where they're trying to promote the loyalty program. They got to manage the program, and all of this can be very expensive for them. And really, they have a lot of things on their plate already. So one more thing to do is a little bit of a challenge.
Right.
So what we do is we offer a managed service where we take care of everything. We take care of the promotions. We take care of the tags. Everything for the restaurant. And then the value for the consumer is that they can now have one tag or even their smartphone and use it at any one of their restaurants in the system to collect points and earn perks.
So what do you mean by a tag?
Sure. So what we have is a small little tag that a customer can have, and they simply put it on their keychain. And anytime they go to a restaurant, they take their little tag and they tap it up against the device at the restaurant, and that'll check them in.
So what's in here that makes it work?
Sure. It's a wireless technology called near-field communications, and basically it helps identify a customer when they come into the restaurant.
Now you mentioned smartphones. How does that come into it?
Right. So we're rolling out with new smartphone applications in the coming month, and anyone with a smartphone will be able to use their smartphone instead of their tag.
And who doesn't have a smartphone anymore?
Exactly. So for people that don't wish to have or don't have a smartphone or don't wish to carry it around with them, they can always use the tag. For people who always have their smartphone, like myself, I prefer to use a smartphone application to check in.
It sounds really, really interesting.
Thank you. Thank you.
How many restaurants are you in or coffee houses are you in right now?
Right. So we started off with an initial pilot of 4 restaurants. We wanted to work very closely with them to make sure that everything was working well, and we got
Kinks worked out.
Kinks worked out, and really to make sure we understood what their needs are, what their wants are, and just to get a good feel for the industry and building the business. So we started off with 4, and in the first restaurant, actually, we were able to sign up over 300 people in the first 4 days.
And now you're ready for some VC money.
Yes.
And what are you going to be wanting this money for?
Well, at this stage, we're really focused on expanding the business. So a key component of our business is sales. We want to make sure that we're growing the business as quickly as possible.
Right.
And so that's where we'll be focusing our pitch and focusing our interest as far as it goes from VC entrepreneur relationship.
So as you know, I've arranged for you to meet with VC Chris Arsenault from Innovia.
Right.
Now, but before we do that, you have to be ready with a pitch for him.
Right.
So have you started one? Do you have a template? Where are you with that?
Well, we've done several business plan competitions, so we do have a structure for how we'd like to present the business, and I'm certainly interested in getting in touch with Chris and finding out more from him as far as how we can improve that pitch and get ourselves ready for a VC round.
Okay. I know Myron's really busy and he's out of town on business right now, but hopefully you're going to be able to connect and get this all finalized and be ready to give it to Chris.
Yeah, we work very closely together, so we're always in touch no matter where we are in the world, and we bounce ideas off each other all the time, so he'll have a lot of input into the pitch.
So you have some work to do.
Okay, so I see you've added the slides in here for the picture of the website and the picture of the apps. It looks good. I'm just not sure it's a right fit. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll wait. Yeah, not a problem. Just, yeah, okay. Hey, Myron? Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about the slides with the the picture of the website and the mobile app. I'm just not sure we're going to have enough time to go over that. Yeah, no, I know they're important, but I think there are other more important elements within the presentation, and that combined with the Google Analytics thing, I think it's too much. All right, awesome. No, that sounds good. We'll wrap it up with that. I'll send it off to you before I send it off to Chris, and we'll try and make sure that it's going to be under 5 minutes. I think it should be good. Awesome. Thanks, Gomes.
It's pitch day.
Yes, it is.
Are you ready?
I certainly am. Been
All right.
preparing all week.
Good. So what are you going to be focusing on?
Oh, there's a couple things. We want to first establish credibility. This will be the first time we've met with Chris, and
Right.
I'm not sure he knows about our business yet. So we want to make sure that we establish that credibility first, and then we'll start focusing on the key value propositions of the business.
Which are?
Oh, we're going to be focusing on the key values for the consumer, which is that they can use the tag anywhere in the system. And then we're also going to be focusing really on the core value for the restaurant who's paying for the service, which is being able to retain their customers after they've left the restaurant.
Okay. And you've got your financials all down pat whenever
Right.
we ask you about those?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So Myron's had a chance to review them, and they're all up to date.
Okay, good.